Hey, y'all, what's up? It's your girl, Meet the One. I am coming to you guys to do a video regarding authorized users. So many of you guys reach out to me and you ask me what my thought process is and how I feel about authorized users. Some of you guys heard of it and you're unclear on what an actual authorized user is. So I am coming to hopefully bring you guys some insight and some clarification. So let's jump right into it. First of all, an authorized user is a person who piggybacks off of someone else's credit. So what happens is your family, your friend, your mother, your dad, typically it's a credit card account, okay? They have a credit card account that they've had for a while, and what they do is they add you as an authorized user. And what will happen in the end is the entire account history of that card account will now start to display on your credit, which in most cases, the purpose of it is to build your credit and boost your credit score. So that's what an authorized user is. The purpose of an authorized user is just like I said, the main purpose and the only person is to increase your credit score and rebuild your credit or build your credit if you are a person who does not have any credit. The pros of it is pretty simple. It builds your credit. It gives you a good credit score. It increases your credit score. It'll give you some type of credit history. That's the pro. Most of the time when people are seeking to be an authorized user, it's usually because you are seeking funding of some kind, whether it be an auto loan, a home loan, a personal or business loan. So adding an authorized user oftentimes will increase your score and your probability of getting some type of funding. The bad. There is more bad than there is good, unfortunately. The bad is that it can hurt you just the same way that it can help you. So if a person does not pay it on time, it can hurt you. That same good stuff will report as well as the bad. And of course, that will keep you from getting the funding that you may be looking for, and it may decrease your credit score. There are several things, not big things, that you must look for or that you should look for before deciding to jump the gun and be added as an authorized user on someone's account. The first biggest thing is you want to make sure, and I can't stress this enough, you absolutely want to make sure that this person is a person that has and will continue to pay their account on time. If they miss a payment here, if they're late here, that will report. And a late payment is one of the biggest ways to have your score decrease significantly. So the first thing you want to do is make sure that they're going to be making their payments on time. The next thing you want to do is you want to make sure that they keep the utilization low. And what that means is that the balance is low. There is a guideline, and it's usually lenders do not want to see that you're using more than 30% of a balance on the card. The lower your utilization, the higher your credit score. The higher your utilization, the lower your credit score. So an example would be if you wanted to get added on your dad's or your mom's Capital One credit card, and the limit is $300. You want to make sure that they're not over, I believe, $90. I'm not a math whiz, but I'm pretty sure that it is $90. So you want to make sure that their balance is at least $90 or lower. If not, it's going to have an adverse effect, and you're going to find that it will do you more harm than good. You also want to make sure that the person has had this account for a significant amount of time, at least more than 6 months. A year minimum. Anything really over 2 years, typically I think is a good time, because if not, they're going to be considered risky, and so are you, because their credit history is not significant enough. So that's the third thing that you want to look for. What else? You want to choose wisely. You definitely want to choose wisely, because again, if you discover later down the line that this person, hey, does not pay their bill, or B, that the balances are high, and then you decide, you know what, I want to remove myself from this account, you can. But what you will notice is that your score will decrease significantly again, because you are now closing out an account, and oftentimes closing out an account will decrease your credit score. So you in most cases when you are authorized user, you won't get a card. Now you can, but most people are not giving you access to their account. They're just allowing you to piggyback. So the good thing is you're in most cases you're not legally responsible for any of the balance or debt that they incur. So you always can remove your name from there. It's no guarantees. The other thing that a lot of people think that it's pretty cut and dry, that you can get added on someone's account, your score will your score will increase, and magically you can walk into any bank or any car dealership and you're going to just be 100% guaranteed funding. And that is a big myth that they do not tell you with trade lines, as well as being added as an authorized user. Authorized users can be good, but again, I repeat, it is not a way of guaranteed funding. Lenders can look and tell, in most cases, it'll list that you're authorized user. So you want your account, your personal accounts that actually belong in your name, to match that of an authorized user. And what I mean by that is, you can't have your own personal accounts, such as your own car loans, your own personal funding loans, or your furniture, whatever those little accounts is that you guys have, and you're paying your car note late every single month. You're missing a payment here. You're making partial payments. Your credit card utilization is $300, but your balance is $400 because you haven't made a payment. You can't have your personal accounts in a negative, jacked up state, and then add some positive accounts and suddenly think that you fooled a lender. The lenders do not just look at the score, they look at the overall history on your report. And so they will be able to know that, yeah, you're piggybacking, and they will still deem you risky with a 700 credit score, because you can definitely hack the system. But the lenders are going to look at it, they're going to get it, and they're going to see it counts how many late payments it is, and how many on-time payments, and how many payments you missed in the consecutively over a certain amount of time. And you'll find that although your credit score will qualify, that they'll send you an adverse action letter saying that unfortunately they have denied your application, and that's why. So in most cases, the authorized users, you will find, are more beneficial for folks who actually don't have any credit, and they're working to build credit, and they have their own personal accounts that they are going that they will continually pay on time. But for those of you guys who, like, literally your credit is shitty and you're still paying your stuff late, the authorized users, it'll increase your score, but it will not pretty much get you funding. So that is why it is good, but it's bad. So just be mindful, especially when you guys are paying people for these authorized users and trade lines and stuff. Just, do an overall assessment, and each case is definitely case by case on whether it's going to be beneficial or not. So I hope that I have gave some type of clarification. I don't know if a lot of you guys know, my old Instagram was hacked. So this is my new Instagram. So for anybody who is new to this new page, if you need any assistance, credit repair, bankruptcy, rental assistance, please feel free to book a consultation via the web. The web address is www.financialfreedomhelp.com. And as always, keep going, keep pushing, even when you don't feel like it. And it's your girl, McDawn. Peace. Bye, y'all.